Today we're going to talk about something fun that we get to do in fourth grade, which is giving a book talk. I want you to raise your hand if you have ever told a friend about a book that you really liked. Okay, yeah, looks like a lot of you have done that before. Okay, have you ever told a friend that they should read a book? You liked it so much you wanted them to read it. I bet a lot of you have done that before. I have a good friend and I recommend books to her and she recommends books to me. And thanks to her, I've found a lot of great authors and books that I might not would have known about otherwise. Did you guys know that I sometimes recommend books to Miss Valentine? I used to give her a hard time that she did not read enough. But I started recommending books, and I must have really good taste because she's read some of them, and now she recommends books to me. She recommends books sometimes in genres that I don't even normally think about reading. And thanks to her, I'm reading some different kind of books. So when we give book talks in fourth grade, we can tell our whole class about a book we're really excited about and encourage a ton of people to hopefully find new books that they like. So you might be thinking, what is a book talk? How am I going to do that? I know some of you love the idea of standing in front of the class and sharing about a book. And then some of you may be thinking, I'm not so sure about that. So I'm going to go with you today through with you the steps on how to give a book talk so everybody feels really confident about sharing a book with their class. Here we go. The first thing we're going to talk about is the do's and don'ts of a book talk. There's certain things you should definitely do and certain things you should never do when you give a book talk. Here's the first thing. A book talk is not a book report. You're not going to tell everything that happened in your book. It's more like a movie trailer. Think about when you're at the movies and you watch a movie trailer. It makes you want to go see that movie, right? It doesn't tell you too much. It just whets your appetite and gets you excited and makes you want to go to that movie. And that's what a book talk is. So let's look at the things you should do when you give a book talk, okay? One is you should definitely make sure you've actually read the book. It'd be hard to give a book talk if you hadn't have read the book, right? You wouldn't know enough about it to share. The next thing is you need to have a copy of the book with you, or if you don't have the book anymore, ask your teacher to show a cover folder, that's silly, a cover photo of it if she can find one. And that just gets the people in your class excited. They can see what the book likes and what the book looks like, and they know what they're looking for in the library or at the bookstore. Okay? You're going to judge the book with a star rating. 1 star would be a book you didn't really like, and I don't even know why you tell the class about a 1-star book, but you might want to warn them, don't read this book. But typically we give book talks on books that we would give like a 4-star or a 5-star rating to. Those 5-star books are books that we just love. All right, so you're going to have a copy of the book after you've read it. You're going to hold it up or show it on the screen. And then you're going to tell the class how many stars you would give it. Then you're going to talk about the book, okay? Now you may be thinking, well, what am I going to say? Well, the first thing you'll do is you'll read either a part of the book or just tell them just enough about the book or ask them a question that might kind of stimulate their thinking about the book. Give them just enough so they're interested. The whole process of reading your book should only last about 3 minutes of telling about your book. Only about 3 minutes. A book talk is short and sweet. All right, let's go to our next slide. What else does a book talk do? All right, when you get started with your book talk, you're going to introduce yourself. Say like, hi, my name is Blair, and I read, Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume. And that would tell the genre. This book is realistic fiction. And then you tell where you got the book. Because if someone's really interested in your book, because you presented it so well or you were so excited about it, they're going to want to know where to get it. Did you get it at our school library? Can they find it there? Maybe you got it at the Bentonville Library. Maybe you bought it at Barnes & Noble. Maybe you got it from a Scholastic book order. But let the class know in case they want to go get it. And then tell them how many pages does the book have? Because some kids like really long books. But if they hear your book has 400 pages, they may be like, I'm not quite ready for that, but I'll write it down for later. But just letting them know the number of pages just gives them an idea if that's a book they want to read or not. Then on to the movie trailer. You're going to sell the idea of reading the book. Remember, you tell them just enough to get them interested. Let me show you an example of an exciting movie trailer that if this were a book, I would definitely want to read it. Uh-oh. Let me fix that. Here we go. I bet this is a movie trailer you have seen before.
Just now, reach out. What do you see? Light. Darkness. The balance is so much bigger. I only know one truth. It's time for the Jedi to end.
So, what did you think of that video? I thought that was pretty exciting. It let me know that there was going to be a lot of action. It let me know that the conflict has to do with the Jedi and the bad guys wanting to get rid of the Jedi. I don't know how it ended because look up here. A don't for a book talk is never give away the ending because a lot of times people don't want to read the book if they already know how it's going to end up. We like that anticipation of finding out how the book is going to unfold. And like it says right here on the screen, don't give away too much. Don't give too many spoilers. You know, if someone, you know, in the Star Wars movies, sometimes people die. Don't give that away. If, you know, someone wins a prize or something big happens, don't give away too much. Okay, let's go to our next slide. Having technical difficulties. Here we go. All right. When you're giving your book talk, you do want to highlight the interesting points. So just if there's something really cool about the book that doesn't give away too much, tell about it. If it takes place somewhere neat, like in Tales of Fourth Grade Nothing, I would definitely want to mention it takes place in New York City and that there's a little brother who causes lots of trouble. You want to set up the story plot. And some kids will go, what's plot? Well, that's just who are the characters? What is the problem? Now it says solution on here, but you might not want to give away the solution entirely. But what's the big problem in the story? Make your audience want to know more. That's the big do of a book talk. Make them want to read that book. We're going to watch a little girl give a book talk about a book called Spaceheads, and I think she did a really good job.
I'm Jillian Chantigny from Mrs. D's 5th grade class, and today I'm here to talk about Spaceheads by Jon Scieszka. Well, actually I'm not here right now. Right about now, I'm actually getting my tonsils out. But anyway, enough about me. Let's get to the story. Some people think aliens aren't real, but if you read Jon Scieszka's Spaceheads, you just might change your mind. Spaceheads is about a boy named Michael Kay, and it is his first day at his new school, and he is paired up with two other new kids, Bob and Jen. But Bob and Jen claim they are aliens from planet Spaceheads, and they and they need to get 3,000,001 Earth people to become spaceheads, or they'll shut down the Earth forever. I like this book because it has an anti-alien agency, also known as AAA, and they have some pretty cool gadgets like my favorite, the pickle phone. And I like the way they also say things like lemony fresh or ultra strong. They heard these phrases from electric waves from Earth on their planet. If you have kids in your school that love science fiction and humor and are grades 4 through 6, then this would be a great book for them.
All right, guys, I thought she did a great job. She told what it was mostly about. She told some things that she thought were funny in the book, like the pickle phone. And then she told, like, if you like this kind of book, you might like this book. I thought she did a great job. And she didn't tell too much, but just enough. I think there's someone in my room that says Roald Dahl is her favorite author. And I'm sure some of you have seen the movie Matilda. Let's look at this book talk. It is a really good one about Matilda.
So does Matilda. A Roald Dahl book about Matilda, a young girl who loves reading, but seems to be born into the wrong family. Matilda has a very hard time growing up. She has to take care of herself and make sure that she gets herself to the library to get all the books that she wants. One day, she begs her parents if she can start going to school. When they finally agree, she finds out that her school is just as nasty as her family. Except for one person, Miss Honey, her teacher, understands Matilda the way nobody has her whole life. Roald Dahl's Matilda to find out more about Matilda's adventures and the magic and the reading that ensues.
All right, I thought that was a great book talk. It introduced us to the main character and her conflict of having an awful family and then a mean teacher. But then I know she gave me hope. Something good is going to happen and even magic. That sounds exciting. And a little girl that loves books. I just think that sounds fabulous. But I love how she gave just enough information to make you want to know more. All right, guys, we are going to watch an example of a bad book talk. And this book talk is really bad. Kind of watch and see what you think she did that was so bad. Oh, no. Well, pooey, we don't have that video anymore. All right. I'll try to find us another one to watch later. Here's another example. This is called a 30-second book talk. And she tells about this book in 30 seconds. That's pretty impressive. Here she goes.
Hi, welcome to the 30-second book talk, the place where book talks stop being long-winded and start getting real. These book talks, always going to be less than 30 seconds, are designed to be used by you with real kids in the aisles of your libraries, in classrooms, in those small, precious moments when you have their attention, but before their eyes glaze over, or the bell rings. So, watch is synchronized. Let's do this thing. Do you like chickens? Well, I have 3 syllables for you. How about super-powered chickens? In this book, Sophie is feeling pretty bummed out about moving from the big city of Los Angeles to a small farm in the middle of nowhere where she doesn't really know anyone. And she's feeling pretty sad and missing her abuelita, who passed away a little while ago. But things start looking up and a little strange when she discovers several really special chickens on the farm. One hen who can move objects with just the power of her little chicken brain. This story is told through letters to her abuelita and her great uncle Jim, correspondence, notes, and pictures, sort of like the Kate Cleese Regarding series. This is Unusual Chickens for the Exceptional Poultry Farmer by Kelly Jones, with illustrations by Katie Cat. How was that? Did we do under 30 seconds? I think we did. Do you have a great idea for a 30-second book talk? Send me ideas in the link below, or even better, make your own 30-second book talk video and send it in so we can share it with our viewers. Till next time, book talkers.
All right, boys and girls, I've actually read that book and it is so funny. And I thought she did a great job. I like how she started off her hook at the beginning with a question. Do you like chickens? Because it makes people in the room go, oh, I kind of do. Or, well, I don't know. It gets people thinking. So I thought she did a great job and she kept it short because we know when adults talk too long, kids start to kind of lose interest. Kind of like, I better wrap up this video soon or you're going to lose interest. Let's see. I think that is the end. I am going to press pause, and if I can, I'm going to try to find us a video of a bad book talk. So let me pause and see if I can find one. Okay, guys, sorry about that. That was really embarrassing. I've never had that happen before, that a video didn't work that I planned to use. So I found an example of a bad book talk. Check this out. See what you think.
I read, my name is Ms. Strauser. I read Geekerella by Ashley Poston. It's a realistic fiction book. Obviously, it's like the fairy tales because Geekerella sounds like Cinderella. So if you like fairy tales, it's a good book for you. So, but it's not fantasy. It's realistic. It could really happen. It's written in it's written in first person, I think. Actually, it's written from a character's perspective, so I think that's third person. But if you like the Disney movies or fairy tales, like this is a great book for you because it's just like that, only different. So give it a shot.
All right.